Hello everyone, my name is Kip Create and this is Hats Off. A series I'm going to be doing which is basically just me talking into a camera as me, not just, as the content creator, as the heavy main, but as me as a human being, where you guys can get to know me a little bit more personally and I can, talk about things that are going on in my life and etc. etc. And start off, I'm gonna apologize that I didn't upload last week. I usually try to keep to a weekly upload schedule, but I got a little under the weather, and for about 3 days, I just had no voice whatsoever. I was completely mute. It was really interesting at work where I was having to try to take people's orders and whatnot by charades. Just yeah, just Lord, it was an interesting experience. Uh, really really kind of makes you think about how much you take for granted. Losing the ability to speak entirely. It's just whew, something you never really consider. You know, but I've got my voice back now, and I'm very happy about that. So gonna be using it to talk more to you guys. I also kind of used the time since I couldn't talk, I couldn't really do any videos or anything like that. So I kind of took the time to take a bit of a break from TF2 for about a week, and been playing out a lot of other games. I've been playing a lot of Subnautica, which I finally got around to getting, and that's been fun. I'm not entirely sure if that's something y'all guys want to watch or if y'all want to leave that to the professionals, Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, who have really fun playthroughs. But if y'all are open to it, I'd be more than happy to do some Subnautica playthroughs where you can watch me wander aimlessly and punch rocks for trying to find things to not die. But yeah, so I'm here now, and I am working on my next video, my next week of hell. Gonna say playing Scout exclusively is a living nightmare for me. Holy crap. Scout is just so different from Heavy, and it just, ooh, I cannot survive for more than like 15 seconds. I swear to Christ. It's just, don't expect good footage out of that. Just don't. It's not gonna be great. But yeah. So I think like that kind of pushing though was kind of why I was starting to feel a little burned out with TF2. Like Sniper was fun, but I do like to mess around with the other stuff and just mess around with the other classes. It's really hard to stick to one class, especially whenever like, it's one thing whenever you have a main that you really enjoy, that you're good at, that you play most of the time, and then, you start to dabble in the others. But it's another to take classes take something you're completely uncomfortable with, you have no experience with, and to force yourself to stick to it for a period of time, do nothing else. And then on top of that, you have the pressure of you're trying to do it for content, so you have to try to do well. And holy crap, is that hard! I'm really kind of it was really stressful. Playing Sniper, like after a few days, after like maybe the first 2 or 3 days, I really started getting into the rhythm of it, and it wasn't it actually had enough similarities with Heavy, kind of playing defensively and everything. Uh, Staying back, I was actually able to make it work fairly well and was doing decently. But Scout is just so different. For this whole week is going to be, ooh, it's going to be hard. It is going to be so incredibly hard. So yeah, you know, some people think, you know, wow, making video game content, that's so fun. Uh, Depends on the content you do. Depends on what you're wanting to make stuff about. Not everything's gonna be fun. Some of it's gonna be a bit of a chore. But hey, in the end, it's gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna learn a bit. I might actually end up becoming slightly decent at Scout. So going lime green. I mean, I've got green right here, so expect a lot of Schadenfreude. Which I have to say, even before I started playing Scout, I have really enjoyed just using the Schadenfreude after kills. I might be a horrible person for it, but it's so fun to just I killed you. I'm gonna laugh at it. Fuck you, I guess. I don't know. It's fun. It's just I don't know. Screw it. But yeah, I'm working on more content. I actually kind of want to be a bit more interactive. Something that's rather uncomfortable for me, though. I am not a very sociable person. I generally find like a few people I want to hang out with, and then just try to stick with that. Like me, demons, Jen, uh, John Neutral. All really really cool guys that I like to hang out with, and then other people like "Oh, hey Kip, I want to talk to them." Like people. Which I've really, really got to break myself out of. I really need to be more active on my Twitter and Facebook as well to try to, be more interactive with you guys. Still, I have my Discord, which I'll try to put in working link in the description. It seems like every time I put out a video, it's got a broken link. So, gonna be a little more mindful of that. If I fuck it up, I'll probably just put a pinned message in the comments, putting out the Discord link. So there'll be that. But no, another thing. Running a Discord is really really hard as a content creator. I've kind of had to try to separate myself from the moderation because I have a bunch of friends in there, but at the same time, my rules are my rules, and I have to keep them enforced, and I can't be playing favorites. So I try to set up a staff team and everything, but holy crap, is that something that's just really really hard to maintain. So, anyone who's watching who's looking to get into content creation or anything like that, let me tell you, whenever you start setting up a community, you really, really want to get stuff taken care of pretty quickly in order to set up a staff, set up people that are going to follow the rules and keep things clear of drama and all that, because it's really really hard. Like even Teal Opal, good friend of mine now, who he was having a good bit of trouble with his Discord to the point that he's actually considering deleting it for a bit. I talked to him a bit. He's formed a moderation staff, and hopefully that will help clear things up. But let me tell you, it's just there's a lot of work that especially as far as the interaction side of things, that just who it is really taxing, especially whenever you're someone who is like me, who's a bit socially awkward, that just doesn't know how to handle those sorts of situations. But in any case, I hope I've been doing the right thing and running things well. So, ah, looking forward to the future. Um, and also, I've had a lot of really, really fun stuff. I actually, the other day, went in one Discord server I'm part of, I actually had Rob the Awesome contact me, and apparently really liked one of the videos I did, one with Array7 about content creator being trapped within TF2 content, which is, I don't think, I've been feeling like I've been kind of painting myself into a corner by not putting out more content other than TF2. I do want to be, a gaming YouTuber and not, a gaming content creator, and not just, a TF2 guy. As much as I love TF2, there's so many other things I want to do. I want to go and play Subnautica. I want to go and eventually, play some F-Zero GX, which is, love TF2, but F-Zero is my favorite game of all time. I want to play some Smash. I want to play some Monster Hunter World. I want to go and do that and play that for you guys and hope that you will enjoy it. I really want to expand and do more of that stuff because, you know, I'm I'm not just a one trick pony. I do more than just play Russian Fat Man on Team Defense Fortress 2, and there's so much more I want to enjoy and be able to do, and I don't want to I don't want to disappoint anyone, and I don't want anyone to think, that I'm leaving a community or trying to abandon people by trying to expand, but I also don't want to, trap myself into that like a bunch of other content creators have. So, you know, bit I'm a bit, between a rock and a hard place there. So, if y'all want to put your input, do you want to see me do more, or do you just want TF2 content? You know, I'd really like to hear what y'all think as far as that goes. And as far as interaction goes, I actually want to use this little hats off series as a way to incorporate a little bit more of that. Perhaps make this something of an ongoing Q&A thing. So if there's anything y'all want to ask me and everything, feel free to put that in the comment section, and I'll try to respond to it in the next hats off. while I talk about what's going on. I'll answer a few of y'all's questions. Maybe even do this as some sort of live stream series or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's all about all I have to say here. Just kind of all that's really going on. But I hope you enjoyed this. It's not really anything too special. Not really going to be any editing to any of this stuff, but just me telling y'all what's on my mind, what's been going on, and for y'all to get a look at what's behind the mask, what's behind the heavy, what's behind when you take the hats off. Anyway, it's been fun talking, and I'll see you all in the next video. See y'all later.